Good morning, my people. Good morning to all. Happy Sunday. What a wonderful day, my people. Today is a very powerful day. The sun is shining, the weather is perfect, and it's a very nice day to ride bicycle, to move around the forest and chill. But I have one thing for my people. There is a news that just came in now. There are those guys, they call themselves the lawyers of Eastern region. Good morning, Udoroku, Jeff. God bless you. These lawyers are now declaring war on Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. Before I will touch to this area, let me say something that I wanted to do before the news came in. I have tried to agitate to my people that we should establish what I called Hausa radio. All head Biafra, my brother Buchi. Many people will ask, well, why should we have to open this Radio Biafra Hausa or Biafran Radio Hausa? Let me tell you, my people, there is something we call Emmanuel, all head Biafra. There is something we call soft power. Most of you back home will not understand what I'm saying, but most of the people who are living in advanced world that are into politics of United States and Russia will know the capacity of soft power. The Nigerian government, the northern part of Nigeria, are holding almost 98% of Nigerian military and the Nigerian Air Force. Only the Navy that they are not so populated because they cannot swim. But other forces in Nigeria is being dominated by the Northerners. And the whole weapon that's supposed to be shared all over the country has been moved back to Kanu. There is a secret agenda of having all the nation heavy equipment, military equipment, to be relied on one-sided state in that country. If Nigeria is thinking to defend themselves, they will never put the whole equipment of the entire nation in one side, because like Tomahawk, the missile Tomahawk from United States may be directed on that area and Nigeria will surrender under 30 minutes because all the whole weapon is kept one place, the so-called one Nigeria. Good. And they are trying to target you people with those weapons. Their aim, if you mess up, if you dare declare anything, they will deal with you without any mercy. Because everything, they will use everybody on the street in northern Nigeria and convert them to become military to fight you. And you don't have anything. So, what do? As a good thinker, you will think, how can I disarm these guys without fighting a war? How can I be successful of what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to achieve without wasting any blood? That is where we came in, where we should come in. We, the thinkers, we will tell you the best way to do it is to use what the white people call soft power. When you come into Nigeria, you will notice there are a lot of NGOs from United States operating in Nigeria, helping you people. They are not only there to help you. When America needs anything in Nigeria, they use those NGOs to achieve their aim without boot on the ground in Nigeria. Those NGOs will convert Nigerians to fight Nigerians, and America will get what they want, whether you like it or not. So that's why I'm saying let us have Biafran Radio Hausa. Because Radio Biafra in UK, all head Biafra Williams, Radio Biafra in UK, they are doing a very powerful job, but in English. Those things that you are doing in English, Hausa people are watching you, and a lot of them have interest to understand what you are saying and why you are saying it. And when they ask their brothers, and those ones that will translate those things you are saying to them are into politics. If you were them, how will you translate what is going on in Radio Biafra to your people? You will use that opportunity to manipulate their brain for them to hate you. And they will not like to see you again. Because they will try to brainwash them that you are talking rubbish, you are calling them animals, you are doing this, you are calling them everything. And their brother will believe them. But when you establish that Radio Biafra or Biafran Radio Hausa, their people, the duty of that Biafran Radio Hausa is to use their people against them. If you look into Nigeria today, we are agitating to pull out of Nigeria. Everybody knows that. But if you look into Nigerian condition, Igbos are not the most people that are in tight corner in that nation. Hausa have produced the largest president in Nigeria. They are holding the largest political position. They are the ones sucking the whole black blood of the eastern region called the crude oil. But when you go to their area, the beggars on the street are more than anything on planet. The poor people who are eating from the allergies, young boys rolling about, has no future. Those places is, look, those guys you are seeing on the street are the time bomb you should target. When you start that radio in Hausa language, you will be able to teach them and they will listen, understand to what you are saying directly without any translation. And the duty of that radio is to enlighten them what is going wrong in their community. Now we are turning the weapon on them. Those weapons they move to Kaduna, they will force to move it to Imo State. Because they will not allow these guys to have access to it to fight them. Because when you start enlightening them, tell them, you are giving security to Alhaji that is on your street. Instead of you to get paid for your duty, you will get a plate of rice. What a pity. And your people are sucking the whole oil, taking billions, while you are sitting on the street, begging for 1 naira for the next 20 hours. You know? Enlightening them, you will see they will, even if you start this thing, Nigeria will use every forces to fight you wherever you establish yourself. Because that is what they call soft power. You will bring brain, like the agitation of Biafra today. It's no longer Biafran agitation. It's now Nigerian agitation. Ask me why did I say so? Because people from all corners of Nigeria are now waking up, demanding for their right. Just to say thank you to Nnamdi Kanu. Because his plan is to get Biafra for his people. But indirectly, he has wakened a sleeping lion all over Nigeria. Every corner of Nigeria, people are now agitating for their freedom, for their future. You know, that is the duty. If you start, 95% of Hausa people doesn't understand English. It's only few of them. And when you start running that radio, and these people will tell you, don't translate rubbish. This man is telling me the truth. This Inyamini is talking truth. He has been selling his onions. Who they buy him, not be able. He has been all his life is being established by these people. While our people doesn't want to care for us. You will turn their face against their people, and before you know it, you will walk away from that nation without fighting. Because they will pack their weapon, they will buy jet from United States, they will get whatever. Boko Haram will pop up from every corner of northern Nigeria. And you will see we will walk away. No human being on planet that doesn't need freedom. Every human being, even though the disfigured ones, need their peace and harmony. So that is what I want to say before. Now let me go back to those lawyers of Eastern region. These lawyers came out sending letter to Obiano to arrest Nnamdi Kanu that is causing anarchy in Eastern region because he wants to prevent election. He said that the language they use, he wants to disrupt election in the eastern part of Nigeria. These so-called lawyers of Eastern region, the protectors of democracy, which school did you graduate from? I am not a graduate from any university, but I know that I will do more better and defend people's rights more than you guys do. Because you call yourself lawyers, that doesn't even know the right or the pages of what they write or what they call democracy. Look at your people in Anambra State. Look at the people in Eastern Region. The highest car owners are from Eastern Region. But in which road are you going to enjoy that your car? The largest industrial people is from Eastern Region. Which industry do you see in Eastern Region? The largest business people are from Eastern Region. Which business or establishment are you seeing in Eastern Region? You are there, the defenders of democracy in Eastern Region, while the Yorubas are destroying the business of your people in Lagos. Have you or any one of you raised up one day to tell your people, I will defend you in court of law, in Nigerian judiciary system, to make sure that Lagos State pay for all the whole thing they are destroying? The business of the poor people, the business of so-called the Eastern Region people. Though they have right in Nigeria to establish as the law and the constitution of the nation stated that you are free to live in any part of the nation as you want and do whatever you like to promote the unity and the integrity of that nation. And are they not your people from Eastern Region that their buildings are being demolished every day? That their mass market in Oshodi on a good day was ransacked by Caterpillar? Where were you guys? Now, you guys are get paid, rising up. Didn't Nnamdi Kanu tell you he would disrupt? You know, when they speak English, there is a lot of meaning in those language you are using. You can never arrest Nnamdi Kanu because Nnamdi Kanu did not say that people should disrupt election. He said, either you give us what we want or we will not vote you. Is it a crime? Don't you know in that your law that I have my fundamental right to decide not to participate in what you are doing? It's me. I don't want to be part of you. I don't want to vote you in to rule me while I know that you are a non-entity. You are not there for the interest of the people. You are there for the investment and houses and estates you are buying in abroad. Why should I participate? He said, we should not participate. We, the followers of Nnamdi Kanu, they did not say we are going to disrupt the election of Nigeria. You may hold the election in any part of the nation, but it's the will of the people to participate or not to participate. But my message today is this: don't participate. They are lying to you. They are telling you that if it doesn't participate, the federal government will send in military that will take over the state in democracy, in civilian rule. Are they not out of your brain? Then don't they know, looking around the Eastern region, since after the war, Nigeria have not put one block to rebuild that area since after the war. It's the people themselves that are rebuilding their areas. The ordinary masses. These lawyers that are sitting down, that a lot of people in Anambra State that are working under the government, even the teachers, have not received their salary for one good year. How can a hungry man carry empty stomach to teach the leaders of tomorrow? Whom are they going to lead? And what is in their brain? Strike every blessed day. Have you come out as the democracy defenders of the Eastern region to challenge the federal government that they are not playing their duties in that area? Have you guys come out in that Eastern region to challenge the so-called governors of Eastern region that doesn't even know, even tell the people the allocation that they receive? Are they transparent? Which democracy are you defending? Government of the family, by the family, for the family? I rebuke you, you lawyers of Eastern region, calling yourself names that you doesn't even what? Names that you doesn't even know the meaning. Man, people, the sun is too much. Let me sit down this place. You know, you are carrying name that has more value than you people. Coming out challenging Nnamdi Kanu, the only person since after the war, I will not use, I know that the person that started was Wazirike, but Wazirike is being compromised. Nnamdi Kanu now came out. He said that if I get what I'm asking for, I will not run for any position. I will leave it for the people. That is, he volunteered himself. You as a lawyer, which role do you play in that, even though in your own community? Have you asked the federal government, why did the state government abolish the local government election? Where is the allocation that goes to local government? The state government will now pocket the allocation of the state, pocket the allocation of the local government, and the allocation of the communities. The people are now rolling about with nothing. Those people that you guys want to defend, the governors of the Eastern region, are they defending the people that voted them in to go and defend their interests in the state level, even though in the federal level? Lawyers of Eastern region, the so-called democracy defenders of the Eastern region, what is your duty as the lawyers of the land? Are you defending the right of the poor masses that has no voice? Are you defending the voice of those? Because our people normally says, are you now the God of the masses? Those teachers that have not seen their salary for almost 2-3 years. Or the pensioners that have worked tirelessly for years, decades. Now they are old. They cannot even receive their salaries again. That is the tax they paid from their salary. When they see it again, it's gone. The governors that we know are investing in foreign land, carrying the whole wealth of the nation. The lawyers of Eastern region, have you assessed the resources that the federal government is picking from your states in Eastern region, and assessed the revenue that is coming back, and weigh two of them and know whether you are losing or you are gaining from the federal level? The so-called defenders of the Eastern region, have you tried to use your power and your knowledge as the lawyers of Eastern region to challenge the federal government for them to move back to what they call federalism, where the people will have their say in the making? Who made you the lawyers? Whom are you defending? Can you be able to defend yourself? What interest are you after? Only the one you will eat today and die tomorrow. Which teaching as the lawyers are the learned ones are you giving to your people, telling them they are right if something is moving astray in their states? Now, where your knowledge will start working is to start to fight the only voice that rises up to talk about the interests of their people. Nnamdi Kanu says the door is open for negotiation. You have killed a lot of people, he said, he quote, you have killed a lot of people. Negotiation will be tough. But he did not say that there will be no room for negotiation. And what are you going to negotiate? For the betterment of his people. Any negotiation that will not go towards that area will never work. You guys have come up with restructuring. Where are we going to start from that restructuring? We have to do economic restructure, first of all. And how many senators or the northerners are ready for that economic restructure? That means it will never work. Today, Yorubas are popping up, Arewa group, trying to persuade and destroy the dream of Biafrans. Never you rely on them. The largest people gaining from Nigerian money or Nigerian investment is the Yorubas. They are not losing anything that will push them to pull out of Nigeria. Ask me why. Let me narrate it to you. The Hausa, the northern Nigeria that we are calling every day, they are the ones sucking Nigerian oil. Why the Yorubas are the ones making money from the business of the Easterners. It is the Obasanjo that blocked the whole oil and the whole seaport and the whole airport of the Eastern region. It's Obasanjo that turned it to local, intercontinental, and opened Lagos to be the one that will see goods from abroad. Why is it that way? So that they will pull the whole investment in Eastern region towards their area. Is it not working? Why should you tell me today that you are looking for Oduduwa? If Oduduwa goes, how do you eat? Who is going to live in Lagos, those houses in Lagos? Nobody. Check if 25th December, if you didn't visit East, you are still in Lagos. Go out on the street and look. Lagos looks like desert. To tell you, the Yorubas that are making mouth today are feeding from you. It is in Lagos that I see that an uncompleted building will be completed by the Igbo man, and they will sign contract to live there in the next 10 years. Then the landlord will have the power to push you out. What will make them to pull out of Nigeria? They are the one. Lagos is too congested. They are gaining a lot. Investment, Igbos, they will show you this swamp, you will close it and build one supermarket. Tomorrow they will close it and turn it to theater and show you another one, you will develop it. What will push Lagos State to pull out of Nigeria? Nothing. For today, I have not seen anything. I am not seeing anything. So, my people, the only people that are losing in that union is the Eastern region. Since after the war, federal government rejected to invest in your area. Even, let me tell you something. The federal government is afraid to invest in Eastern region. Ask them, why are they afraid if you call ourselves one Nigeria? There is nothing like one Nigeria from day one. They only put you there and give you permit language so that you remain quiet, and they will continue their daily basis. All of them are getting from the black blood of the Eastern region, which is oil. And most of our people that normally talk, they will call, they will try to tell me, you know, if this one happened, Avengers will jump in, Avengers are not with you. And why don't you develop your own Avengers? In Imo State, the federal government is sucking oil. In Umuahia, federal government is sucking oil. Why don't we get our own Avengers, start disrupting their own oil in our states? Not looking the established. Do you know how many blood that River State have poured that pushed them to have Avengers? We should have such a thing in our own area. Then we may interconnect within ourselves. But depending on them only, the federal government can buy them over. So my people, those lawyers that came out to fight Nnamdi Kanu, they will lose because they don't know their right. Nnamdi Kanu did not tell anybody to go and disrupt the language they use, disrupt election. He said, I and my people will not participate in your local government or your state election. Since you have been participating in election, what are you getting from that place? First of all, election will start. Okada people will be at the forefront. And those Okada people, 70% of them are graduates. Are you proud to be a graduate riding Okada in Nigeria? That you will use your fuel, that you use the money that you're supposed to use to feed your family, you put fuel to ride Okada so that you will bring your dad. You will use that fuel to do campaign for somebody who doesn't even value you, nor think of you. And you will be driving acrobatic on the road, forgetting that you don't have helmet. If that brain knock on the ground, they will push you one side and the show will continue. Stay away from those people. If you say that Obiano loves you, go to his house now. Today is Sunday. Knock on his gate and tell him that Agron Agum. I tell you before, they will find gun in your wallet. If you will be even near his house. Today he's coming out to eat with you, to drink with you. Tomorrow, will he steal after he gain what he wants to come back to that place? No. You are the toilet troll. I keep on calling you people toilet troll until you reject to be toilet troll. And how can you tell me that you are not toilet troll if you didn't participate in election? If you stay away on that day, you stay at your home, celebrate yourself as a human being. Your government did not value you, but you value yourself. You celebrate yourself. You see yourself as a human. Today, I am a man. I'm man enough. I take decision and I stand by it. That is man. A nation that tell you to go and vote, there is nothing like history. They are killing a lot of things, destroying the knowledge of the Easterners gradually. Northerners doesn't go to school. They doesn't go to school. I have a lot of relatives that are teachers. Even my sister was a teacher in Northern Nigeria. She will tell you in their schools, they are preparing food, doing all sorts of things to attract the Alamajiri to come to school. They will only come at the time they want to eat. After eating, they will leave. But in Northern Nigeria, you will find the best school in Nigeria. No more in Imo State, the old Imo, that everybody knows that Owerri before was the hub of educated people. Today, everything have died off. Those places that they are not going to school, is there they are building the best schools. You know, Yoruba that doesn't do business, there is the hub of Igbo business today. Are you for real? Are you seeing anything? And you, what do you have? Calabar has natural seaport. Why do Nigeria block that area? If you go to northern Nigeria, Niger, Chad, all the whole people that bordered Nigeria, That border is open. Business is moving as usual. Perfect without any control. Why can't we, the Easterners, do the same business with Cameroon in our own side, our neighbor? Me going to northern Nigeria to import rice or to buy food that I will sell in eastern region. If we are two, one person start going to Cameroon and the other one go to north. Before the one that is going to north will reach north, the person that went to Cameroon will go to Cameroon and come back while I'm still on my way to northern Nigeria to buy food. And Cameroonians are good in agriculture and their food is very cheap. They are the one feeding Gabon, Libreville today are not cultivating. What they are eating is coming from Cameroon. And if we tell the government, open the door so that there will be a lesser hunger in our area, we will use the little change we have to trade with the Cameroonians so that our people will see food to eat. The tomato that you are eating, 70% of the tomato you are eating from the northern Nigeria are not coming from northern Nigeria. They are importing it from Cameroon. Through their Hausa brother on Cameroon, the tomato is coming and they are selling it to you. While we have direct border with those cultivating those tomatoes. Are you for real? The so-called lawyers of the Eastern region, the democracy defenders of Eastern region, can't you challenge the federal government? Why must we depend on one port? Why must we depend on one airport? Abuja International or Lagos International. Port Harcourt Airport is intercontinental because flight never fly direct to Port Harcourt. They will go through Abuja or they go through Lagos. That's to tell you it's intercontinental. Nothing in Eastern region has access to outside world. And you call yourself the democracy defenders. Do you know what democracy means? Democracy means that whatever right that Lagos State has, whatever that is run in Lagos State, Imo State has the same right, River State have the same right, Calabar have the same, Cross River have the same right. But those rights are preserved and reserved for Northerners and Yorubas. Today, the international dry port in Kaduna have started working. What did I call it? International dry port. I did not say that international port. Dry port. On a dry ground, they build port. That means you will ship your goods now from United States, from Germany, and your goods will now move from Lagos, the seaport. They will transport it to Kaduna. You, the owner, will now move to Kaduna to clear your goods from the dry port of the Kaduna. Because they say that Lagos State is too congested. Is it not so? To remove the congested in Lagos, instead of them to open the seaport that is in Eastern region, they now went and built dry port in Kaduna. My people, we should put out of that country. That country doesn't want to exist. If they want war, let me tell you now, if Nigeria want fight, let us prepare to fight them. We will fight to return that Nigeria to Somalia. Because we are not accounted, we are not involved. We are not human beings in that nation. I said, my people, for Lagos State to be too congested, and instead of them to open all the whole seaport in Eastern region so that the development and resources will expand, they went and built dry port in Kaduna to reduce the congestion in Lagos State. I said, Nnamdi Kanu is preaching peace. If Nigeria want war, let us turn Nigeria to Somalia. Lake Oyibo, they thief our oil. Bedekara is for me, Kaka Egal. Is for me, Bakwomi. Let us destroy that place. Let us fight till thy kingdom come. Let us deal. Let us, if they want this, let us, they have destroyed everything. Let us go into battle. After all, during Biafran war, let me tell you, my people, Ojukwu made us understand that they don't have weapons. That is the Nigerian army that was feeding the Biafran army with weapons. And when the war burst out today, my brother, they will still transfer those weapons to us, whether they like it or not. We are born fighters. We are born fighters. Today, you are afraid, but when somebody boxes you, and box you again, and box you again, when the fight starts, he will never find peace. Because these guys are calling us fools. And these people who call themselves lawyers and defenders of democracy in Eastern region, their tongues should be cut, all of them. What are you proud of? What are you defending? Which democracy are you defending? Why can't these guys do something for our people? What did we do wrong? What did we do wrong in that nation that made us not to deserve even though good money from the Nigerian government. Where did we, are we the only country that fight war with a nation? Germany fight the whole world. Even nearly captured the United States. But today their best friend is US. Their best friend is Britain, they nearly destroyed. They are eating in one plate. They are the one gingering, carrying the economy of Europe along. Did anybody try to alienate them that they fight First World War and Second World War? Every country has the right to fight civil war. Is it a crime? I don't think those things should be a crime. And if Nigeria doesn't want to see it that way, let us go back and be the only nation that fights civil war 2-3 times. Because these guys are pushing us to the wall. How long are we going to preach peace? One of my friends made me to understand. He's from Rivers State. He said negotiation with Nigeria on a normal manner will take you 100 years. Nigeria understand bullet. They negotiate more better with bullet than to negotiate like human beings. So, if they don't want it that way, we should start changing the system and the calamity of negotiation in Nigeria and start negotiating with Nigeria with bullet. I am not an importer. I doesn't import into Nigeria. But there are people who are making their daily living with importation. So the Lagos State that are suffering now, they will now go to dry port to Kaduna to clear their goods now. And how many containers of their goods will reach east? If your goods that you have imported in Lagos, if you import 10, maybe 7 will reach east, 3 will fall on the road. Now, coming from Kaduna, if they miss, 7 will fall on the road and 3 will reach you. So if you doesn't like it, you have to migrate to Kaduna. Are you for real? My people, you got to wake up. Civil disobedience got to start in Eastern region. I know many will say, you are in Europe, talking this day, come to Africa. You told it to Nnamdi Kanu. He came to Nigeria. Is he not here? Is Nnamdi Kanu not in Nigeria today? Evangelizing the same thing that he's talking abroad. It's only the fools that will try to challenge the voice, that try to enlighten their people. Why should we keep on taking it easy with this nation while they are fucking us? We are now like harlot that gave out our pussy for credit. Whenever we go to demand our money, the person owing us will still bang on us again. Now let's change the tune and the way we do things. Let us do it in a different form. Let's give it a try. If they don't want to do it that way, let us destroy that country. Let it become Somalia. We have nothing to lose. What do we have to lose? We don't have industry. We have nothing to lose. They are the one, and we will take that war to them. That war will not be fought in Biafra land. We will migrate to their area and open the fire on their territory. We will start that war in their territory. From Lagos to Kaduna. Let us battle it in their own ground. Period. They have strategies to fight war. This one now be you go cock gun, carry gun, they go east again. No. Now all of us will migrate to their area, establish everything we want in their area, and open it in their area. Yes. There is something they call Ndaga or Luabalaga. Civilian. Disrupting the environment. Putting anarchy, fear in people. The system will not be working well again. And let's see how things will be. If they want it that way. There are many ways to kill a rat. Yes. The other thing that when we are talking about war, that we will bring war to our people again, no. This time around, it got to be on your area. When you come into market, you open it. You run. Tomorrow, on the bus driver. Just disrupting every system until they start renegotiation. Until they bring, as they open dry port in Kaduna, they should open Port Harcourt, open Anambra State, drill Anambra State river, build the bridge, do things as things supposed to be. Those people that are living there deserve to enjoy. Look, I normally tell my people, If you go to Lagos State, people are eating geisha, drinking yogurt, eating whatever that you are eating in outside country. Geisha that I saw in Imo State have expired since 3 good years. Is still on the kiosk to sell. Expiring date 3 years ago. Are they not your people? If they don't deserve to have what you have, then let us destroy everything. Period. That's all I have for you, my people. I'm showing my face. I'm not. If you call me in any court of law, I will come and defend myself without a lawyer. I will ask you, are we one nation? Why don't I have right to get whatever you are getting as a Nigerian and my people will not get it? Why shouldn't we get it? You are the one mentioning one Nigeria. They are the one calling one Nigeria. We are not calling one Nigeria. We are calling Biafra. So if you call one Nigeria, everything got to be one. Everything got to be 50-50. Everything got to be equal. The lawyers are senseless. Look, how can you be a lawyer? You went to school. Before you graduate, maybe the course of being that lawyer may take you, let's say, 7 years. In that 7 years, the university strike for, even though 2 years or 3 years strike. What did you learn? You are OO. OO. You learning in school, other school in outside Nigeria are interconnected with other universities outside the world. Maybe the students will be interacting with other students through server, sharing knowledge. But your own, no lawyer in Nigeria can defend somebody in Ghana. You will fall woefully. That's all I have for you, my people. Please share this video. Share it and share it and share it and share it. God bless you. Remain blessed. Look, I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of anybody. You guys are fucking with the Easterners. You guys are fucking your people. And these foolish idiots calling themselves governors that are stealing the wealth of their people. And the so-called democracy defenders that are in Eastern region, the lawyers, does not even find the law to take the state government to the federal court for the betterment of their people. Rather, they are cocking their gun now against the only voice that is shouting in the desert, please rescue me, rescue me, rescue me. But he said, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Any tongue that rises against him shall be perished. Any brain that thinks to destroy Nnamdi Kanu will be frozen. So shall it be. He said, he said, he said.
Welcome to First View Luxury Hotel. At First View Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit First View Luxury Hotel. We are located at #1 Adeline Obamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofinfe, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 080-7578-7135 or 080-9990-0601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.firstviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. First View Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.